Okay, in this video, we are going to simplify tangent of pi over 8 in this format, the square root of a minus b, using half angle formulas. Now, the formula that you have on your formula sheet that we typically use for half angle for tangent would be this one here that I just highlighted in blue. However, even though that will work, it ends up being like a big giant algebra mess to try to simplify it in the form that they're asking us to use. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually use a different formula that we do not have on our formula sheet, and feel free to add it on there. Here's another formula for tangent of half angle that will make it way, way easier. So either one will work, but I can tell you this one will be a lot easier. And this one will be a lot easier only because they're asking us to put it in a particular form, and it will make it easier when it comes to simplifying it in that form. And like I said, this one here, the tangent that's on your formula sheet, it will work just fine. It will give you the correct answer. However, it will be a big algebra mess to try to put it in the form that the question is asking you to put it in. So we're going to use the tangent half angle formula that's highlighted in purple for this example. Okay, so we have tangent of pi over 8, and since we're using half angle, we're going to rewrite it so that we have pi over 4 divided by 2, and that will give us the pi over 8. So that means in our formula, A is going to be our angle pi over 4. So when I put this into the formula that we're going to use that's highlighted in purple, we're going to have 1 minus cosine of pi over 4 all divided by sine of pi over 4. When I evaluate sine and cosine, I get 1 minus the square root of 2 over 2 all divided by the square root of 2 over 2. So now what we're going to do is we're going to clear the complex fractions. So I'm going to multiply each term in that complex fraction by 2. When I multiply 1 by 2, I get 2. When I multiply 2 by the square root of 2 over 2, I'm just left with the square root of 2. And when I multiply the denominator, square root of 2 over 2 by 2, I'm also going to get the square root of 2. So, since this is a correct answer, however, they're asking us to put it in this form right here highlighted in red, the square root of a minus b. So we want to make sure that we get that square root of 2 out from in the denominator. So what we're going to have to do is rationalize the denominator. So I'm going to multiply the top and the bottom of the denominator. So we're going to multiply the top and the bottom of the fraction by the square root of 2 to rationalize that. And so when I do that, I'm going to get the square root of 2 times 2, which is 2 square roots of 2, minus, and then I'm going to take the square root of 2 times the square root of 2 is just 2, all over, and then the square root of 2 times the square root of 2 is 2. And then I can factor out a 2 and divide, and what's left would be the square root of 2 minus 1. Because I take the square root of 2 over 2 divided by 2, which is the square root of 2. I'm just separating it into fractions and simplifying, and then I get 2 over 2, which is 1. So in this case, our A is going to be 2, and our B is going to be 1 when we have it in this form. Now, any of these here that I'm highlighting is the correct answer. Any of those are the correct answer. It's just that the question specifically asked us to simplify it in this form. So we have to use some previous algebra skills to do some manipulation.